Hello, wonderful kids! Welcome to today's Bible adventure. Guess what? Today's story is so mind-blowing, it might make your eyebrows wiggle. It's about Joshua, a brave leader who prayed, and God made the sun freeze in the sky. Yes, the sun stood still in the sky. Can you imagine that? Buckle up and get ready to enjoy this amazing story.
Long, long ago, in the land of Canaan, there were many kings who didn't like God's people, the Israelites. They had heard that Joshua and his army had defeated Jericho and Ai. So the king of Jerusalem, Adonizedek, became very afraid. He said to 4 other kings,
"Let's join forces and attack the Gibeonites because they are now friends with Joshua."
The Gibeonites were people who actually lived very close to the Israelites, but they didn't want to fight. So they tricked Joshua. They wore old, torn clothes and carried dry, moldy bread to make it look like they had come from a faraway land. They lied and said,
"We came from far away to make peace with you."
Joshua didn't ask God what to do, so he made a promise to protect them. Now, the other kings were angry at the Gibeonites for becoming friends with Israel. So they made a plan and marched their big armies toward Gibeon. The Gibeonites were scared. They quickly sent a message to Joshua.
"Please help us. The kings are coming to fight us."
Joshua heard the cry for help from the Gibeonites. Even though they had tricked him before, he had made a promise and he wanted to keep it. Joshua was a man who trusted God. So, Joshua prayed to God for help. He didn't want to go into battle without asking God first. The Lord answered Joshua and said,
"Don't be afraid. I will help you. Not one of those enemies will be able to stand against you."
God encouraged Joshua to go and help the Gibeonites, and he promised to fight for Israel. Right away, Joshua and his strong army organized themselves to help the Gibeonites. Early in the morning, they surprised the 5 enemy kings and their soldiers. The enemies were shocked and scared. They started running away. But that's not all. God helped Israel by doing something amazing. He sent huge hailstones from the sky. These giant balls of ice fell on the enemy soldiers, and more of them were defeated by the hailstones than by the swords. But the day was running out. Joshua looked up at the sky and prayed the boldest prayer you can imagine. He shouted,
"Sun, stand still over Gibeon! Moon, stay where you are!"
And guess what? The sun stopped moving. The moon stayed still. God made the day longer, just so Joshua and his army could finish the battle and win. After that, Joshua and his army kept trusting God. More kings gathered to fight them, but God gave Joshua strength, and they won every battle. Joshua didn't win because he was strong or smart. He won because he obeyed God, trusted him, and prayed.
Wow, that was an amazing story, wasn't it? Now let's quickly look at what we can learn from this story. 1. God keeps his promises. Just as God promised to give Canaan to Israel and fulfilled that promise, he will also keep his promises to us. 2. God fights for his people. When we trust him, he helps us win our battles, big or small. 3. Prayer is powerful. Joshua prayed and the sun stood still. We should pray and trust God to help us. 4. Obedience brings victory. Joshua obeyed God's instructions, and that's why he succeeded. 5. Be courageous. Joshua wasn't afraid because God was with him. We can be brave too.